Wanna spar?
Okay. Oh, what happened there? I'm testing for the audio. Okay, it's working. Hey folks, and welcome back to Honkai Star. Enjoyed to see how this. Seeing the butterfly. Anyway, I'm back, and yeah, I do have some updates actually. First of all, my last of my parts are coming in for my PC starting tomorrow, and Friday, my next day off, I will go ahead and start building that said PC, and who knows, the quality of the Genshin and Honkai Star Rail streams are gonna probably improve. Hopefully, knock on wood. Yeah, so this could be the last of it on the my laptop before I transfer everything over to my PC. And start doing things on the PC and use my laptop as the streaming computer, so I can manage stream and yeah. So I'm excited for that. That, and also on Friday is the Genshin Impact update 3.8 live stream, which from the looks of it is teasing like a summer theme. So probably the Summer Islands, I'm guessing, are returning. Yeah, so that's going to be happening at 5 a.m. Friday.
Wanna spar?
I'll be home around like 2, 3 o'clock-ish in the morning, so I'm going to stay up and watch the stream until then. But other than that, Silverwolf is leaving in 6 days, and Luocha is going to be, Luocha's banner, along with Yukon, is going to be, coming in within the time, so next week is when it happens, on the 28th, I believe. 27th, 28th. Yeah, likely on the 28th. So, like I said, I'm going to try to complete all the companion quests prior to the new set of quests, which a lot of them aren't going to be in the Xianzhou area. And all of it, I can get that start recording those back on the new PC. Other than that, let's go ahead and continue on, not with this quest, but let's continue on with Clara's quest, which I discovered there's 2 more parts to this. So the likelihood of me trying to getting them all done prior to the stuff is kind of slim in one stream. But we'll see. Knock on wood. And yes, and I made sure this thing is in English done. Clara, so what's going on since the last time I did a companion quest with you?
You, Pascal, very like Clara. Good boy, Pascal.
Based on the information gathered, it is recommended that Pascal's data be formatted and integrated into the base network so that he doesn't threaten the property or safety of the camp's residents.
I know this is the most sensible option, but Pascal...
How are the repairs going?
Welcome, outsider. Thanks to Clara's hard work, the repairs were completed successfully.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The little fella is alive and well again. It's just that some parts aren't completely back to normal yet.
I don't want to be that guy, but yeah, that's
Yes.
me.
Mr. Sparg and I spent a long time coming up with a suitable name.
Like Perkins that joined the museum staff, which is funny to see.
You, Pascal, good. I am called Name.
Oh, look! Pascal is greeting you. It's just... His speech is still a little confusing.
It's like Yoda speech in a sense.
The examination conducted earlier revealed that the information stored in this robot's core module is incompatible with the new hardware.
Oh, great.
Furthermore, many defective networks were detected in the core module. A significant amount of muddled information with unknown content was discovered during a deep scan.
Simply put, Pascal's brain is filled with junk information of unknown origin. This junk, along with hardware that's incompatible with his core, caused him to lose his ability to communicate.
Well, that sucks.
Fortunately, apart from the language module, Pascal is still functioning properly.
However, the robot still has a 44.7% chance of malfunctioning. It's recommended that Pascal's data be formatted and integrated into the base network.
Never tell me the odds, Svarog.
Mr. Svarog, I understand, but I think Pascal is different. He possesses a quality that other small robots don't have.
Which is?
In some ways, I believe he's similar to Mr. Svarog. I can't overlook this unique quality. Mr. Svarog, could you give me a little more time? I want to investigate this further. If we don't find anything, you can integrate Pascal into the network.
Understood, Clara. I respect your wish. In the meantime, I'll make sure that this robot doesn't endanger other people or property.
So, what should we do now?
I'd like to recap what I discussed with Mr. Svarog earlier. Let's begin by doing exactly what we did before. Find a new shell, put Pascal's core in it, and see if the hardware is compatible.
According to the analysis, Pascal's original hardware was a direwolf or grizzly model. If we can put its core into the appropriate shell, there's an 87.3% chance that its language module will return to normal.
Okay, I like those odds now.
There are all kinds of abandoned robots in the machine graveyard. Let's go take a look.
Alright, to the machine graveyard. That and getting so close to level, Trailblazer level 60. Wait, what rank am I? Yeah, 60. Just 2 more levels and several days more
It's
of
the
grinding.
same old place. Everywhere you look, there are robots that have lost the ability to function.
Show your courage.
Just in
Hey,
case.
big brother, take a look over there.
Sorry. Otherwise, it's gonna interrupt. Oh, hello there.
Time for a buzz. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength. Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains.
And the ever-famous quotes. Our notable quote.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? We shall take back what we lost.
This is an automaton direwolf, but
Yep.
it appears to have been modified. It's most likely another abandoned robot pet. Although it doesn't seem to be functioning, you should still be cautious when approaching it.
Well, we're boned here. Just kidding.
Oh no, it's still active. Watch out!
Time for battle.
Combat needs optimized.
This big fella is completely out of control. Let's quiet him down.
As you wish, Clara.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
As in, I'll do this.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Wow, that's a one shot.
Here it is. This is the core. I'll pack it up and take it with us.
Why is it? Never mind.
Then all that's left is to drag the shell back. It's okay. I'm strong too. I'll tuck the core in a little tighter so it doesn't fall out. Judging from how active the robot was, its core isn't just scrap metal. It should be repairable. I can't let any robot go to waste if it can be repaired. So, I'm going to try to fix them all. Thank you for understanding me. You know, I have a large safe full of core modules that I've gathered around the underworld. Every day, I try to figure out how to repair some of them and return the robots to normal. Except, there are a lot more than Mr. Svarog and I can handle on our own. But I'm sure I can fix them all one day. We can't relax yet. We must work harder.
You're a good kid at oh god. I can't speak. You're a good kid, Clara.
Thank you. It makes me happy to hear that. I was talking so much that I totally lost track of time. Let's head back. Otherwise, Mr. Svarog and Pascal will get worried.
Yeah, but especially with the new PC setup, I'm definitely going to do some test streams. And recordings, of course. With the new setup, so... Probably expecting those in the next several days, but... announcement, hey, yeah, I'm streaming and recording through this new PC setup, so look forward to that.
Mr. Svarog, we're back.
Welcome back. Return. Clara. Rivet. Failure.
Welcome back, Clara. I've completed my further analysis of this robot.
What have you discovered?
Conclusion. It is impossible to determine the time of manufacture, purpose, and ownership of this robot. During my analysis, I extracted the robot's serial number and searched for it in the Underworld's automaton database. According to my search, there are 32 automatons with the same serial number as this one. Even after eliminating the scrapped ones, 3 automatons still match the keyword description.
Failure. 3. Back. Rivet 1. Failure.
Is it possible to narrow down the research results further?
Assessing. Assessment complete. Conclusion. Search results cannot be narrowed down any further. The 3 automatons that match the keyword descriptions are located in Multamerville, Rivet Town, and Forge Town. All 3 of these mining towns have been abandoned, and no automatons have been discovered in these 3 sites recently.
It appears that the trail has gone cold yet again.
Tempering. Back to Rivet. Fire.
Pascal is becoming increasingly unstable. We should change his shell.
Alright, time to change his shell.
Pascal, I'm going to change your shell. Don't worry, it won't hurt.
But please don't hurt us. Okay, good.
Back to Rivet. Rivet. Return. Waiting.
Continue. Repair. Waiting. Failure. Waiting.
I'm just noticing that it keeps saying Rivet a lot more often, so we need to visit Rivet Town.
Still not functioning properly? What's wrong, Pascal?
Watch out, Clara.
Failure. 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 Pascal? No! He's running away!
Clara.
Pascal! Did he run off towards Rivet Town? Let's follow him!
No, Clara. Just leave it to me. I'll order the robots to pursue this one.
No, Mr. Svarog! Please, don't.
Aww.
Please leave Pascal to me. It was my decision to keep him in the first place, so I must take full responsibility. I'm certain Pascal won't do anything to harm anyone. But if something goes wrong... Please let me handle this myself. Please, Mr. Svarog.
Yeah, that's good. Let her do it.
That's right. This all started with me and can only end with me.
I respect
I'm
that.
certain Pascal would never do anything to harm anyone.
Clara, please tell me how you came to this conclusion.
Pascal possesses a quality that other small robots lack. It's kind of similar to the emotions we humans have. I've only ever seen this quality in Mr. Svarog. I feel a warmth from these emotions. I feel drawn to this quality and try to respond back in my own way. But I'm also aware that not all emotions in this world are positive. If there are too many negative emotions that go unchecked, then someone needs to step in and stop them. The only things that can stop such negative emotions are rationality and responsibility. This is a valuable lesson I've learned from Mr. Svarog.
That's a quote.
Mr. Svarog, I want to help Pascal overcome those negative emotions. I want to take on this responsibility. That way, I won't have to hide behind Mr. Svarog anymore.
I understand, Clara. I support your decision. I won't intervene unless the situation risks spinning out of control.
Thank you, Mr. Svarog. So, let's go.
Part of me wants me to build Clara up again. I mean, she's at level 50 right now. Oh, where am I going? Oh, yeah, back to the town. I mean, I have her level 50 and somewhat invested. I do have some decent relics I can use. I mean, I already farmed up the materials for Luocha. I mean, imaginary and when I do eventually reach level 60 and upgrade Zila and Silver Wolf to
Look, Pascal's over there.
I'll be able to
Who's standing next to it?
Quickly.
Pascal, who did this to you? Pain. Hurt. Pain. Hurt. Pain.
Clara, get away. This is a fragmentum creature. It's extremely dangerous.
A fragmentum creature? What are you talking about? How is that possible? Pascal is obviously a robot, just like you. Could it have malfunctioned? It appears to be normal.
Please step back. I shall eliminate this fragmentum creature.
No, it's going to attack Pascal. We have to stop it.
Time for battle.
Hostility detected. Commence elimination protocols.
Oh no! It seems to think we're its enemies as well.
Well,
Trigger to
there's
crack.
one way to deal with that.
Time for a buzz.
What a headache.
Whoops. Ah! I'll end your misery. Who's next? mess with me. Let me tend your wounds. What a headache. Time for a buzz.
Well, at least it did get their defense down.
Lend me your strength. I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Phew. Luckily, the patrol robot and Pascal's cores are still intact. The big fella's shell is only slightly dented. Thank you for your help.
You call that slightly dented after Zeal assault? I don't think so.
The only thing that puzzles me is why the big fella mistook Pascal for a fragmentum creature. I can't figure it out. Well, let's not worry about that now. Anyway, I'll take this core back and examine it. Now, let's insert Pascal's core into the big fella's shell.
So you guys will be switching bodies.
Language module. Connect. Connecting. Connection. Complete.
Ed spoke a full sentence. Nice. Now let us start speaking full sentences now.
Testing. Verifying. All modules. Working. Connected. Welcome back, everyone. Finally. Pascal has been waiting.
Oh, nice.
Pascal, you're back to normal. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, because this is all started because of the parts.
Pascal, could you please, explain why you were stealing parts?
Collecting. Parts. Returning to workshop.
Workshop? Oh, do you mean the tempering workshop in Rivet Town?
Been waiting. Repair. Follow, please. Pascal!
I guess it still needs some improvement, but at least it's not stuttery like.
Pascal ran off. He went in that direction. I think he wants us to follow him.
Time for a buzz. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. This is double speed. Lend me your strength.
I think this place used to be a restaurant. One time, I found a bunch of canned food here. The vagrants in the camp were so happy. However, I've always wondered, the light here, why is it still on? This place has clearly been abandoned for a long time. Also, there's dust all over the place, but none of the equipment appears to be deteriorating. I don't think so. No one should be living here. I never saw anyone when I came here to hunt for supplies.
Unless they sneakily came in here when no one else was around.
Anyway, someone must be looking after this place. But who? And why?
Oh, hello there.
Time for a buzz. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them! Huh, more enemies.
Whoa, okay, that was new.
Time for a buzz. So you are afraid of me. Who's next? This battle is unavoidable.
Oh, nice. Purple materials. Love to see it when you farm enemies like that. Oh, this is the workshop.
Clara, welcome back. Rivet Town. Look, isn't it shiny? Job, Pascal. Done. Nice. Huh? Could it be? Pascal has been repairing this abandoned town? Pascal, repair, indeed. Waiting, been everyone. Parts, Pascal, collect, non-stop. Rivet Town, repair, non-stop.
So what I'm gathering here, you've been collecting parts to repair Rivet Town to make it suitable for living again.
It seems that Pascal was stealing parts because he wants to repair the town.
Thanks for clarifying for Clara. No pun intended. Okay, I didn't mean that as a pun, but okay. But thank you for elaborating more on that and confirming my point.
Waiting, everyone, Pascal, non-stop. Leave, everyone. Come back one day. Has Pascal been waiting for Rivet Town's evacuated residents to return? Repair. Been every day. Pascal, use, can, everyone return. Pascal has been looking after the town so that everyone can go back to their previous lives when they return. Workshop. Tempering. Here. Base. Pascal. Secret. Parts. Store. Enemies not here. Place safe. Scared. No need, everybody. Ah. This appears to be the secret base where Pascal keeps the parts.
Yeah, this is also the same place that Sample was mysteriously talking to someone. Don't know if it's Stellar Run Hunters or another in the faction group, but Sample's just a weird person overall.
Although we now know why he took them, there are still many unanswered questions. For example... Right, but I don't think Pascal will give us a straightforward answer on this one. I wonder if we can find any clues here. Rivet Town, live, Clara. Tour, feel free, please.
A film? On a mirror projector?
These pages are so neatly cut out. Oh, and they smell like geomarrow fuel.
Oh.
Is there someone here in Rivet Town doing this? Or could Pascal have collected the pages and put them together? This must be the result of Pascal's meticulous repairs. But the little fella doesn't really need the monitor, does he? Hey, those look like handprints on the side of the cabinet. Human handprints. Could this monitor have been recently used by someone?
Maybe Sample?
Huh? What's this? A diary? Wow. Such neat handwriting. No, wait a minute. I think this was printed onto the cover. Could it be Pascal's?
I guess this is Pascal's writing. At some point it started to lose its stuff, the dates. This is when it starts to lose the language module.
Oh, Pascal. So that's what happened. Let me think. How about we go over Pascal's whole story again, from the start? That is correct. So, Pascal used to be a robot guardian of Rivet Town. Pascal's backup power was activated for some reason shortly after the residents were evacuated. It woke up to discover that the whole place had been abandoned, so it decided to collect parts, repair the town, and wait for everyone to return. However, for some reason, Pascal keeps getting attacked by his fellow robots because the automatons think he's a fragmentum creature.
Because he gained sentience. Interesting. Oh, speaking of sentience.
I'm not sure, but I suspect Pascal's tormented sense of self stems from him being constantly attacked by his fellow robots. The module used to detect emotions was frequently damaged, eventually turning him into a small robot that did nothing but collect parts. At least, that's my theory. Still, that doesn't explain why Pascal is being treated as a fragmentum creature. Pascal, why do your peers keep rejecting you?
Big brother, Clara, tour, enjoyable, is it? Pascal, collect parts, ready, continue. Or, wait, instruction, next.
Pascal's consciousness does not appear to have returned to the level shown in the diary.
Big brother, Clara, Rivet Town, resident. Pascal, protect everybody.
I see. Thank you so much, Pascal. You can stop gathering parts for the time being. Just stay here and wait for us to return and give you your next orders, alright?
Pascal, affirmative. Be good. Wait.
Let's go back to Mr. Svarog and talk about what to do next.
What was that audio?
So,
That was weird.
that's what happened, Mr. Svarog. But there's one thing I don't understand. Why is Pascal being treated as a fragmentum creature?
This robot has been repairing itself using fragmentum-contaminated components for an extended period of time. Therefore, automatons connected to the base network recognize it as a fragmentum creature. This is a minor issue that can be resolved by replacing components. Do not worry.
I see. Has Mr. Svarog ever witnessed a similar incident anywhere in the network?
No. Network-connected automatons regularly clear out muddled information in their core modules. The likelihood of a robot gaining sentience beyond control is approximately 0.12%. For those that aren't connected to the network, the chance climbs to 3.23%.
Well, for almost 3% difference, I mean over 3% difference, it slightly makes a difference.
Please keep in mind that these probabilities are only estimates. Over the past 700 years, this has never happened in the underworld. Actually, I do. Contrary to popular belief, improbable events that are easily disregarded frequently result in catastrophes. Given that automatons can still develop emotion modules using their own processing power, I have a backup plan in place.
Mr. Svarog always takes all factors into account and handles problems logically. I can't do that myself yet. So, what should we do with Pascal?
It is recommended that Pascal's data be formatted and integrated into the base network. I will maintain the robot's core module and repair its hardware once it has been integrated into the base network. There is a greater than 97.2% chance that this robot will return to normal after the bad sectors and muddled information are removed. However...
What about Pascal's emotional intelligence?
Once the formatting is complete, the robot's emotional intelligence will vanish.
Oh, yikes.
Is there no other option?
This option minimizes both internal and external losses. Although Clara's account indicates that the robot is relatively stable, the assessment based on the computations shows that both the risk of Pascal crashing and the amount of muddled information are increasing when it approaches 100%.
I understand. But I don't think I'm ready to give up on Pascal just yet. We've helped Pascal find compatible hardware. If we can eliminate the muddled information without damaging the sectors linked to his emotional intelligence...
You know the chances of that are incredibly low, Clara.
Should I reiterate that quote from Han Solo? Never tell me the odds.
There's only one way to completely remove muddled information: overwriting. When the muddled information is removed, the base network will create a comprehensive backup and overwrite the data stored in the corresponding sector.
Maybe there's another way. We can install a lock in Pascal's core. Clear the redundant data and locate the core sectors that are still intact. Then we can install a new suite of operational programs. This suite of programs can regulate Pascal's behavior and prevent him from hurting people. With this method, we might be able to retain as much of Pascal's emotional intelligence as possible while keeping him out of trouble. If we can keep Pascal's emotional intelligence, I might be able to teach him to treat people with kindness. What do you think, Mr. Svarog?
This procedure is theoretically viable, but there are risks. It will not eliminate the muddled information. Additionally, the newly installed programs may be later contaminated by it. In other words, because we cannot monitor the robot outside of the network, this approach can only guarantee Pascal's stability for a brief period of time. The probability of the robot crashing again is around.
And if that happens, I'll do it again. And if it happens again, I'll go through the exact same steps. I'll guide him and fix him. No matter how many times it happens, I'll be there to help Pascal.
You gotta really appreciate the determination of Clara.
But he will forget about you, Clara. He will repeatedly forget you, as well as all the emotions and memories he has previously accumulated. His limited storage capacity will eventually become completely overwritten by infinite copies of muddled information in an everlasting cycle. Clara, the challenge will be tougher than you can possibly imagine. Are you sure this is the path you want to take? There, Clara. There's no need to rush to a conclusion. The variable in Belobog's fate is still here. Perhaps he can suggest the best solution.
Okay. I trust your judgment.
We trust your decision.
Oh boy, this is placed on me now.
Both have provided their solutions. Svarog thinks that formatting Pascal's data and integrating him into the base's network is necessary. But doing so will deprive Pascal of his special emotional intelligence. Although it may sound cruel, this approach best prevents Pascal from posing a threat. Clara thinks she can use programming to control Pascal's behavior, and prevent him from causing harm while keeping his emotional intelligence intact. However, this doesn't address the root of the issue, and it also requires Clara to devote much time and effort to Pascal. Although Clara will use Pascal's emotional intelligence to help guide him in the right direction, Pascal could still go out of control in the future. In addition, Pascal has a history of stealing, even though he never caused any harm to anyone. This is also a major concern. What is most important here? I need to think carefully and choose one solution. Then persuade the other person.
So convince Clara or Svarog to take up the other option and decide on Pascal's fate. So, what happens if I talk to Svarog
Clara
here?
proposed that you should choose outsider. I respect her wish. Have you made a decision about how to handle Pascal? I had anticipated this possibility. Tell me what you think. I understand. You believe that Pascal's emotional intelligence, derived from his own computational power, is no different from mine. I am currently still unable to conduct a thorough analysis of human empathy. However, I recognize the importance of respecting such emotions. Clara believes in you as a variable. Either way, your input will be taken into account. I'll keep gathering information and calculating new possibilities. Do you have any other insights, outsider? Clara's determination. This entry contains information that is difficult to quantify and may cause computational difficulties. Nonetheless, real experience has demonstrated that Clara's determination can often overcome all challenges. To ensure that Clara grows up well, I've always avoided overburdening her. But if Clara insists on taking on such responsibilities, then I have no right to object. There's no need to discuss this any further. If you insist on using Clara's solution, the Svarog base network will completely support you.
My choice will have a direct impact on the outcome. I should mull it over.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Pascal, we're back.
Pascal, good. Waiting. Waiting. Further instructions.
Now, please be a good boy and don't move. Pascal, we've got Mr. Svarog to help treat your illness. He'll help you recover.
Illness? What is illness?
Uh-oh.
But Pascal not move, recover, health.
Mr. Svarog, let's get started.
Understood. The protective programs are ready for installation.
I hope I made the right decision. Is it done?
The programs were successfully installed. The robot will require offline maintenance and will be unable to communicate for some time. We can return to it later.
I see. In that case, let's go back to the base.
I think it's over. I'll check in with Clara later to see what's up.
I have a feeling this is where we're gonna end. Yep, I knew it. Oh, Clara can be part of the Express now, but I know there is one more quest for her. Alright, so let's see this achievement actually. I have a feeling this is gonna be implying something happens during Luocha's companion quest. but only a child. So, alright, so alright, let's go ahead and do Serval's story quest. I mean, goodness gracious, it's almost like a story quest from Genshin. It's gonna be time to time. I'm gonna call it a story quest, but the companion quest there. Alright, now let's go visit the Landaus.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
The wrath of human emotion, so. Aww. But did that open up a... Nope.
Wanna spar?
Alright, let's go see Serval. Let's see what she wants. Let's see what's going on with this, electric rock and roller. And engineer.
It's 100%.
Serval! There you are.
Where did they get to? Ah! Speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up. Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house. Order whatever you like.
Oh, Raj.
There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being. Was it that obvious? I'm out of practice. Well, you're clearly better traveled than I am, and I know how generous you are. I feel embarrassed to ask now. How can I put this? If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Hong came here on that train. The Astral Express, right?
Yep.
I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers?
Visitors, of course.
Well, it's just... the dust has settled now. The Stellaron problem has been resolved, and... Cacolia...
Yikes, yeah.
Forget it. It's nothing. Forget I said anything. You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Bellabog after a few years, right? Okay, I'm counting on you. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so Apologies in advance. I knew I could count on you.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request. Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang? Or Pom Pom?
Or all three?
Who's the best one to ask?
Let's go with Himiko.
Let's send a message to Himiko.
So Himiko wants to join the Express. I'm curious to know where this storyline is going.
Come around and have a look.
Oh, and Jeppy Boy is here.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite, after all.
I know. Let me think about it.
Hey, what are you guys chatting about?
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
What's going on?
I knew it. That's just it. There is no deal.
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards.
Oh.
But Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could contribute to the rejuvenation of Belobog. So I came to talk to you about it. In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Okay, I get it. I'll make a trip to Klipoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry, I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Same old Serval.
What happened?
Sorry, my head's still in the argument. It's like this. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guard's technology division. Stellarons were her main area of research. But her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well versed in mechanical engineering and other fields. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog. However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected.
Yeah, I just feel like I want to be explored. See the outside world.
I think there's more than one element to it. My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing. Never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the chance, see if you can persuade her to open up about it. Hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klipoth Fort and sighing all day either. Belobog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey. I'll admit, I'm a little worried about how she plans on getting all this across to Lady Bronya. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klipoth Fort.
You know what I mean.
Doesn't seem like they've finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match. Let's go in.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. Allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
No need, Bronya. You're a Supreme Guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Balabog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother...
Right.
Sorry, I don't mean to open up old wounds. But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things. She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Cocolia... You...
Huh?
It's nothing. You're right, it does belong to me. In fact, it once belonged to me and Cocolia. It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Bronya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
I will. Thank you, Bronya.
Oh, hi there.
I assume you heard our conversation just now. I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klipoth Fort voluntarily.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other. Well, it'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Cocolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies. This guitar was one of those inventions. Cocolia came up with a name. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player, or electric guitar for short.
Hang on. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player. I'm going to say this the next time I walk into a Guitar Center. Excuse me, can I borrow a Super Electromagnetic Flux Player? The guy is like, I'm sorry, what? I meant to buy an electric guitar, I mean.
Don't believe me? Let me tell you, Cocolia and I shared a similar way of thinking back in the day. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I liked it at the time. It was a rock and roll name. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, want to help me pack my bags? Huh? That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
Wait, before I do anything else. Okay. I don't want to skip over dialogue. I was like, oh no, wait.
There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Gepard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse? This place, just looking around gives me a headache.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling with him. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already. Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Lynxie sent it during one of her research trips. As for the name, I can't quite recall.
Snowman's palm. And little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Oh, you're the other sibling. Huh. Okay, good to know.
Yes. Snowman's palm. My memory's the worst.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it. Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. I haven't even finished reading it. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
Yikes.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while, you should pay them a visit first.
I'll think about it.
Well, I wanted to read the letter though, but fine.
Well, let's see. Yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater. It's broken though.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills? Want to practice on this old antique?
Here we go again.
Sure.
You don't have to do everything she tells you.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. You'll understand when you see it. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it?
No
I
problem.
knew you were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time, too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
There we go.
Wow, great job. Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised, let me tell you the story behind this little heater. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family. Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time. I'll show you when I get the chance. Of course. After all, she was a Landau.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau was driven by that ethos.
And of course.
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story. This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Cocolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality. Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Cocolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed. And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back, even for a second. She put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me. You think so too?
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Gepard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The super electromagnetic flux player.
You mean the thing he uses to his skill?
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
That should be everything. Finally. I think I must have left cadet school with about the same amount.
No easy job. Serval, I want to ask you again. Do you really want to leave Belobog and go with the Trailblazers?
Of course. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it. What's wrong, Gepard? Oh, I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon, to survey the situation around Boulder Town. Why don't you come with me?
Huh? You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission. Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
You could just say so.
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld. And you're probably the only person in Belobog who knows how to inspect them. Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. I don't know what to say. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison? You're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane Guards will face less resistance if you come with us.
Of course.
Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. Thanks for your help. I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?
Okay. Something tells me as soon as I leave, it's gonna trigger the story. Oh, I saw that! I saw that! It's Gepard! Oh, okay, so... Wait, is this Gepard's or Serval's one? I'm thinking it's the both of them.
You know
Is this the way to... Yep, it is.
How incredible.
You're here. Thanks again for agreeing to this. They're behind us. If negotiations go well, then Dunn will lead them down into the underworld. He's a very capable sergeant. Upright, plain-spoken, a model Silvermane Guard. I assume you remember him. You and Serval ambushed... subdued him in the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. I think he was out cold for most of the action.
Oh, the memories.
He wasn't in bad shape when we found him. Thank you for holding back.
Yeah.
Don't worry. The hard work is already behind us. The highest priority for today is establishing good negotiations with the Chief of Wildfire. I'm about to get that process underway. Serval was a little delayed on the way over, but that doesn't affect our schedule. Let's set off.
Alrighty.
Hold up, I wasn't that late.
Negotiations will be held in the Boulder Town Clinic. Serval and I are newcomers, so you'll have to lead the way.
You mean I will teleport to the way? You follow.
The underworld isn't exactly how I remember it.
Feels like we're not getting many friendly looks, huh?
Ah, Oleg. There you are.
Well, well, well. I don't think our little clinic has ever played host to an occasion like this.
We meet again, Mr. Oleg.
Oleg will do, son. Oh, you. You probably won't know. Our young Silvermane friend here and I had the pleasure of speaking to each other at a certain Guardian succession ceremony. We're not complete strangers. But as for this young lady...
The name's Serval. I'm, an ex-engineer from the technology division, and... Gepard's sister? Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
Likewise, miss. The more the merrier. And it's good to have you here again. It bothered me and Natasha that we never arranged a formal welcome for you. Once we're done talking, you must all join us for a meal.
Right.
We'd be honored. But to your point, Oleg, let's finish our discussions first.
Quite right. Let's head inside. Too much commotion out here.
Let's get this meeting on the way.
So she's your sister. The Landau family is full of talented young people, I see.
You're worried that Underworlders might still hold a grudge against the Silvermane Guards. So you want to show your solidarity with the Trailblazers to build some trust. Seems like a sound strategy to me.
Rebuilding trust between the two worlds has always been a priority for Lady Bronya. People here must have felt abandoned by the guards after the passage was sealed off. If we were to simply take over the Underworld in the name of the Supreme Guardian, I can only imagine how people would react.
Well, I had a feeling that the connection between the overworld and underworld is already established from Zila and Bronya's relationship. I saw that with air quotes too, so... But no, their friendship between Bronya and Zila, I thought that was the establishment of the connection between the overworld and underworld, but seems like there's still more to the public.
Seems like you have a good handle on the situation. I see now why you made captain at such a young age.
So, you're also saying the guards want to work with Wildfire and use our reputation to win back people's support, correct?
I wouldn't use those exact words, but that is more or less what we want to achieve.
If that's the case, I've got a question for you. Since this offer comes from those who left us to our fate for more than a decade, how would you react if Wildfire refused? Would you use force?
Oh, yes.
She's not trying to be diplomatic about it, is she? Who is she, anyway?
The barrier between the surface and the underground was the product of the former Supreme Guardian's misjudgment, and the policies that resulted from it. The people of Belobog should have stood together, but instead, we were made to blame and hate one another. Lady Bronya wants Belobog to heal, so the Silvermane Guards need to regain the people's trust. But we won't achieve that by kicking doors open and policing everyone around. As a grassroots organization, Wildfire did an extraordinary job maintaining order for over a decade, in the absence of the guards. I can only imagine how much work you put in to protect the underworld. I can assure you that the guards are not here to seize power. If it takes time for the people to trust us, so be it. We're willing to take small measures and serve as an auxiliary force to Wildfire to help maintain peace. I hope you can see that everything we do to rebuild trust and make Belobog work for all.
He's really thought this through, has he? Oh, speaking of...
I swear, he never used to be this emotionally intelligent.
That's an answer I can accept. Oleg, what do you think?
I think there's no need for the guessing game to continue. It's obvious we share the same goal. With the help of Bronya, Serval, and Gepard, we're one step closer to rebuilding a united Belobog.
I agree. Tell Bronya that Wildfire will work with the Silvermane Guards on security matters. However, things aren't simple down here. Please also tell her to draw up plans in case the situation demands...
Monsters! Monsters from the Fragmentum!
Oh boy, here we go.
They're swarming toward the town!
Not good. Stay here, Natasha. The patients need you. The soldiers and I will handle this.
Understood. We'll be counting on you.
Can I use the Landaus here, please?
Everyone rushed outside. I should probably see what's happening.
Please, help my friends! The monsters invaded the mine. Please, you have to save my friends. Otherwise, those things would tear them apart.
Don't worry. The Silvermane guards are trained for these situations. Where do we find them?
The Great Mine! The one with the big ore vein!
Understood. I'll send my men to set up a perimeter and start the rescue operation right away. Mr. Oleg, please entrust the Silvermane guards with the rescue. The defense of Boulder Town will need Wildfire's expertise. Watch out for ambushes, and be ready to receive wounded soldiers.
You're a natural-born commander. Understood. Leave it to me, son. Your troops will be unfamiliar with the layout of the mine. I'll send some of my men to be your guides.
Thank you. In the name of the preservation, I promise we'll do everything we can to save lives. I'll go on ahead and lead the troops to the mine. Catch up to us when you can.
I couldn't get a word in while they were talking. A duty-bound soldier and a resistance leader. It's hard to be rock and roll in front of people like that. You know, maybe I need to put my inner struggles in a broader context.
I agree with this message.
My own way? I don't even remember what kind of life I want. It's just... I see people fighting for their lives, and here I am thinking about how to escape. I feel guilty about that. Wait a minute. Was that Gepard's plan all along? Use guilt to make me stay? That's true. Anyway, since he asked for help, it's time to give those monsters a shock.
Pun intended.
You know the way to the Great Mine, right? Let's catch up with Gepard when you're ready. That's all you needed to say. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go with the same.
Put all artillery units on standby. Wait for my command to bombard enemy positions and cover our infantry advance. We have a choke point here. Tell all infantry units to switch to double line formation. Close quarters in front, gunners behind. Remember, get the wounded out as soon as possible, and always secure your flanks before advancing.
Yes, sir!
Ah, you're here. Get ready. We need to help the infantry lines drive deep into the mine.
How's the situation?
The back of the mine has been secured, which gives us a forward base to send in supplies. The Silvermane Wildfire Combined Regiment is conducting rescue missions as they advance. The battle is fierce. I need to get to the front line. I'll leave the command post to my officers.
I don't know much about warfare, but I don't see why a commander needs to lead the charge. The situation here is totally different from the restricted zone. Gepard, let me and him clear the way for you. You should stay in your command post.
Thanks, Serval, but please trust my judgment on this. I made a promise to Mr. Oleg to save as many people as possible. I have to see to it myself.
There's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine. We'll do it your way.
Let's move out. We need to clear a way for Wildfire and the guards.
Going down.
All civilians, please go to the bridge immediately. The Silvermane guards have set up a defensive perimeter. You'll be safe there.
There's a monster heading this way. What should we do, Gepard?
Bring it down. We need to cover the retreat.
More enemies.
Auto.
Time for a buzz. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. This is double speed.
It made it easy for us, but we can't let our guards down. It's safe here. Let's move on.
Show your courage.
Oh, son of a... I meant this was a silver wolf, but... Oh well.
What a headache. I'll end your misery. Need a doctor? Good as new. Time for a buzz. So you are afraid of me. Who's next?
The idea was I
We
didn't
shall take back what we
switch
lost.
to Silver Wolf, use her E ability. I switched to the wrong Bronya.
Can I? Time for a buzz. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. This is double speed. We shall take back what we lost.
Gepard, look. The miners have put up a makeshift defensive line.
Are you a Silvermane guard?
That's right. We're evacuating the miners together with Wildfire. Are there any other civilians up ahead?
The Silvermane guards and Wildfire are working together now? Oh, civilians. Ah, I saw a girl run out from our defensive position just now. My brother went after her, but they haven't come back.
Understood. I'll bring them back. The guards and Wildfire have set up defenses on the bridge. You should head over.
Thank you. Please, bring them back to safety.
Oh no! Monsters are coming this way!
Leave the battle to us. You need to fall back.
Okay. Thank you for saving us.
Time for battle again.
You bully! Trickier to crack. Time for a buzz. What a headache. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Don't mess with me. Who's next? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Let's keep searching for the missing girl and the miner.
Is it me or is it cold here?
Yeah, about that, Serval. Oh, this. Okay, no, I had to go through here, so. This is what I meant to do.
What?
Fine! I
You
can't believe
took
that
the
hit.
bait.
Oh, I was scared. I was like,
Time for a buzz. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. This is double speed. Lend me your strength. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
the enemies didn't even move at all.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up. More enemies. Time for a buzz. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
They're in danger. Let's go.
Trickier to crack. Time for a buzz. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Lend me your strength. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. This is double speed.
You two. It's too dangerous here. Find the Silvermane guards and Wildfire at the bridge. They'll protect you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Zeno, take my hand. Let's get out of here.
It's so cold here. I'm scared.
The monsters have gotten stronger somehow. I don't remember them being this difficult.
They're still easy. What are you talking about, Jepard?
Thank goodness we got here in time. If we'd arrived any later...
That's one brave little girl. You were like that at her age, too.
Huh? I wouldn't go that far. I only had Dad to deal with. He could be fierce, but nothing like the monsters here. Besides, my problem with him wasn't that he was a strict father. I just couldn't believe that he never lifted a finger to oppose Cocolia's order to seal the passageway. Vowing to protect the Underworlders in one breath, and then deciding they deserved to be abandoned in the next? Family code of conduct. What a joke.
Father was a soldier. He wasn't supposed to question the orders from his superiors. Never mind. I know I sound like I'm defending him, and I don't want to make you angry. At least now we've got the chance to right the wrongs.
I'm angry just thinking about it. Looking back, I'm glad I left home early.
Running away doesn't solve the problem. It's been ages since you two had those fights, but you still can't let it go. You need to walk out of his shadow. I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want to know that your choice to leave this planet is a result of having thought things through. Not because you're trying to run away from something.
My choice.
Sorry, I sound like Dad.
Don't worry about it. I get what you're trying to say. I do. It's just... I need some time. Let's focus on the business at hand. That miner we met said his brother came this way. We should look around.
Okay. Be careful, though. I sense a drop in temperature. Something's not right. It could mean something we haven't encountered before is waiting for us. Stay on your toes.
These monsters are tough. I need to find those kids.
Hey, did you just scare off a Fragmentum monster?
Kind of. There was one on its own. I managed to chase it away. Speaking of which, you came from that direction, right? Did you see two little kids, a girl and her brother? Ah, thank goodness. I chased the monster too far and lost them.
They'll be okay now. You should head back to the bridge, too. The guards and Wildfire have set up a safe zone there.
Ah, thank you. All of you. I'm just glad they're okay. I can finally retreat as well. I heard there's a powerful monster down the road, some kind of leader of the pack. I'd take caution.
Thanks for the intel. We'll be careful. I think he was right about the monster. You two, no sudden moves.
Show your courage. A little something for everyone.
I I've seen this type of monster a few times near the restricted zone.
Well, sorry,
Wait,
Gepard.
don't get too close. Something's not right.
Huh? What is it?
These monsters are usually eager to fight. You're guaranteed a fierce battle if you see one in the fragmentum. But
Or
this
something
one
like
doesn't
universe.
seem concerned about us. This could be a trap. I'm not sure either. I just have a feeling that something's different.
The air... It's so cold.
Stellaron promises Serval.
Did it just talk?
Steady. Get ready to counter its attack.
Can Gepard not hear that?
Gepard, Serval, Landau.
Did it just say Gepard and Serval?
That noise! Do fragmentum monsters usually sound like this?
Talking? I just hear white noise. Wait, you understand it?
Our names? What's happening here?
I heard rumors about this kind of monster. Shadows in the fragmentum that assume human form are echoes of the will of past guardians. If the rumors are true, could it be?
Oh, hell no. Don't tell me I have to go up against another Cocolia here.
Kalia? You just won't stop haunting me. I try everything to put the past behind me, and yet you always manage to creep up again. Kalia, you witch! You terminated my research and ruined my life. What else do you want to take away from me?
Calm down, Serval. It's just a fragmentum illusion.
All that time we spent together, was any of it real? It was so easy for you to just leave this world behind. Don't you at least owe me an explanation?
Serval!
Landau, stand down.
Oh god, here we go.
There is no place for you. The promised new world.
Sister, I know you want Madame Cocolia to respond. But this thing in front of us is our enemy. It was born out of the evil gathered in the fragmentum. You won't get answers from it. Fight with us, sister. Let's dispel the shadow of the past once and for all. Of course, if you're not yet able to confront the past, then he and I will fight for you, until your heart is ready.
Please don't say this, I understand.
You too. I'm sorry, brother. I always make you worry when things get serious. But I see what you're doing. Reverse psychology, huh? Well, seeing as we've come this far, Cocolia, let's settle this bad blood right here, right now.
Hang on, hang on. Now this is a thumbnail right here.
Troublesome. Time for a buzz.
Okay, good. I want the quantum weakness on that one.
Lend me your strength. Who's next? Let me tend your wounds. Remember this moment.
Don't mess with me. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
More enemy. Time for a buzz. This is double speed. There's always a weakness.
What a headache.
Serval. 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 Why do you always have to stand in my way?
The temperature is returning to normal. The monsters are retreating. I think it's safe to say that the shadow of Madame Cocolia was the reason for this invasion. The other anomalies we experienced were probably also a direct result. Whatever the case, we've managed to avert a crisis. Are you okay? Indeed it was. We're lucky to have an experienced fighter like you who can adapt to different enemies. It would have taken us much longer to fight off the shadow without you. Serval, how are you feeling?
I feel like something heavy has finally been lifted. All that noise before it perished. Did you catch what it said? Really? I guess it doesn't matter. From here on out, I'm over that woman.
I can tell you mean it this time. I'm happy for you, Serval. It's not easy to truly put the past behind you. Looks like we accomplished our mission. I need to get back to the guards in Wildfire to wrap things up. You two should head over to Natasha's place and check in on the wounded.
Sure. Come find us later at the clinic. Let's leave Gepard to his business and head back to town.
The substats, why? I mean, I'm looking for the 5-star artifacts. I mean, relics. The parallels to Genshin and Star Rail's
Let's take it in turns.
systems are just
You
like,
rest.
so similar,
I'll stand guard.
but the same, similar concept, different names.
I see. Thanks for bringing me up to speed. The clinic has been busy while you were gone. We've treated many people, soldiers and civilians alike. All in all, I owe everyone a big thank you. It would have been much harder if Wildfire had operated alone. Thanks to Captain Gepard, we managed to keep our losses to a minimum. I'm sure people will begin to appreciate the Silvermane Guards after this battle. How could I forget about you two? We couldn't have done it without your help.
You're too kind. They deserve the real credit. I doubt I'd have come back in one piece without them.
Sounds like you went through a lot of danger. Are you hurt, Miss Serval? I can have a look if you like.
I'm alright, don't worry. Everything worked out eventually. Let's wait for the rest of them to get back.
Miss Natasha, we've returned.
Is that Gepard?
Mr. Oleg has a pretty good handle on what's needed in the mine. He's arranging for rescue teams and supplies to be sent over. He won't be back for a while.
Looks like you guys have the situation under control. Thank you. I'd love to sit down and chat with all of you, but I still have a backlog of patients to see. Oh, there was a girl and her brother who said you saved their lives. You might want to check on them and see how they're doing.
Natasha's right. We should make sure those children are all right.
Come on, drink it up and you'll feel better.
But there's smoke coming out of it.
It's you! You saved us from the monsters in the mine. You guys are Silverman guards from the overworld, right?
Well, Gepard is.
If you hadn't been there, we would've... I'll think of a way to repay you. I'll get a job, and... That's very kind of you. If Mom and Dad were still here, they'd want us to return the favor.
Mom and Dad went somewhere far away a long time ago. Haven't come back yet.
They'll come back one day, Zeno.
So, you're looking after your brother on your own? That must be hard.
Not really. It's my responsibility as a sister. I'm just worried that with all these monster invasions, maybe one day I won't. My brother is too young to survive in the underworld. To think he might have to live on his own.
The misjudgment of the former Supreme Guardian isolated the underworld for more than a decade. With that isolation came tragedy. But under Lady Bronya's leadership, the Silvermane Guards will atone for past mistakes and bring relief to the people. From now on, you don't need to worry about the safety of your family.
Captain Gepard.
Taking care of yourself is hard enough under these circumstances, let alone if you have a brother to look after. I know it can't have been easy. Zeno, right?
Yes, Mr. Captain.
You're still young, so you need to stay under your sister's wing. But when you grow up, remember to use what you've learned to protect her. Be there when she needs you, and listen to her when she feels vulnerable. She'll do the same for you.
Serval says this is like, Chevy boy, tell me.
Okay, sir. I'll protect my sister when I grow up.
Thank you, Captain Gepard. Zeno and I will remember your words.
You know, I'm pretty good at turning a happy reunion into a tear fest. Let's call it a day and give them some room. If you're not too tired, Gepard, can I talk to you for a moment? What you said back there, did you really mean it?
Of course I did. And it wasn't some last-minute speech I cobbled together. It's how I've always felt. We can't always face problems alone and build walls to keep people out. We need to learn to rely on others, especially those we care about the most.
I know what you're up to, Jeppy.
Huh? What do you mean?
You made it sound like you were talking to those kids. But you were talking to me.
I kinda picked up on that, but it's referring to the kids, but it somehow connected to you, Serval. So, unintentionally.
Who's building that wall now?
Well, a Landau just called out a Landau.
Gepard. I changed my mind.
You mean...
Change of plan. I've decided to stay in Belobog.
Serval, I just want you to know that I would have supported your decision, no matter what you chose. I wasn't trying to force you to stay.
I know that, Gepard. Don't worry. I've thought this one through for a change. What you said was the last piece of the puzzle for me. I suddenly realized that my decision to leave was just me trying to run away from my problems. Wasn't a mature decision. I've always found it hard to handle complex relationships. Be it Cocolia or my family. The first thought I have when things don't work out is to run away. Starting from today, that's no longer the case. After all, I'm not doing this on my own, right?
Right.
Right.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had any idea about the hardships people were going through in the underworld. It made me feel like maybe I could help a little and make Belobog a better place. I have one last thing that I might need your help with. I want to see the Stellaron. I want to see the place where Cocolia sacrificed herself.
Say no more. We'll go with you.
Oh, but before that, I need to go back to the workshop and get something. Why don't you head north first, and we'll catch up with you. It's all right. I've got Gepard with me. We'll be safe. See you in a bit.
Alright, let's see.
It's cold here. Is this the Stellaron imprisonment device? They had such advanced technology back in the day. Impressive.
This is where Madame Cocolia died.
She gave something back in death. I wanted to come here to perform for Cocolia. To say goodbye. I'm glad you guys are here to witness it. Not the nicest spot for a show. And the equipment could be better. Sorry about that.
The stage is yours, sister.
Look at me, Cocolia. Don't you dare look away. Because I will no longer live in your shadow!
Oh my!
Happy?
Yeah.
Happy.
Yikes.
I just wish I could have seen the look on her face. Shame. Well, that's all from me. Thanks for sticking by my side throughout all of this. As for tonight, let's go to old Gerda's place and have a big feast to celebrate.
So, you're getting the tab?
I'm down! I was not expecting that. I was like, I expected to sing something, but oh my god! Hey, we got Serval. And Gepard! Nice!
Huh? Go.
Okay, so that was that. Okay, I guess that's all of the story quests, and the only thing I need to complete is Luocha's one, which comes out on the 28th. Wait, what? Well, other than that, that is that. In terms of what comes up next for stuff, I mean, this is just like a. This event is just a. Think of it as Genshin's version of the Liben event, where you go to find Liben, go to him, and give him certain mysterios to get certain rewards. Yeah, so I just did that off stream because it's not really something worth to cover. And starting Friday, there is a double planar well, these things here. Where is it? The planar ornaments double drop during starting Friday. So, I mean, that's nothing much special to broadcast on. It's something I could do off stream and grind for more planar ornaments. Because if I'm really insistent on getting good relics for upcoming characters like Luocha, Blade, and Kafka, I think I should take advantage of the planar ornament double dropper stuff during the event period to get more of the stuff and hopefully get better artifact stats. Other than that, that is it in terms of the companion quests. I think I completed them all. I think. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I will start another broadcast covering any other future
Want to
ones that
spar?
come up. But likelihood, I did get Clara to be a visitor to the train, Gepard, and Serval, the Landaus. Let's see if you're actually there now. Oh, there's Clara.
The express really does fly up in the sky. We must be really high up here, right? Much higher than Mr. Svarog's shoulders.
Oh yeah, infinitely.
I feel like I'm dreaming. It's just like a movie. Actually, I've never seen a movie with views like this before. Next time, I'll have to convince Mr. Svarog to come along. I love it. Thank you for bringing me along.
Oh, thanks for the 10 stellar jades. Alright, so it seems like I did not have an encounter with the Landaus here yet, but I did run into Clara here. But alright, that's about it in terms of when I'll cover what I cover next for Star Rail, which is likely gonna be when the Ultra drops. I'll do the summoning there. And cover any of the new companion quests, which I believe is Bailu, Luocha, oh goodness gracious, Yanqing. Yeah, those three. Yanqing, Bailu, and Luocha. Those are the three quests that are coming up starting on the 28th. I believe that's what it said on the stuff, so give me a second to check. Yep, here it is. So yeah, this is going to be the Luocha's story quest. Permanently unlocked after 6/28, June 28th. Bailu's stuff also unlocked on the 28th. And Yanqing's one also on the 28th. But likelihood, I'm going to cover Luocha's one first, right when the banner is released. After the banner summon, actually. And note, I will be summoning for the character and the light cone. Though I'm not gonna go all in on the Eidolons and stuff until after Kafka, which which I know she is coming in 1.2. And when the other reruns, when Blade, Luocha, Zila, or any of the ones we had in previous banners, if they ever have a rerun in the past, I may consider running from our Eidolons. I mean, to be fair, Zila is already at Eidolon 2, and I just need 4 more copies, and E6 is achieved. Though, I should be, I am going for Kafka for max constellations and with the first stuff. Though I'm gonna be under a budget, which the person I will be in contact with doing a race that is, we spend an X amount of money on the banner summons for Kafka. Our goal is to get E6 Kafka within that budget.
Nice.
And who's the luckiest one between the two? Me or the individual in question, which you'll get to know soon. But other than that, next one's gonna be Luocha summons and the Luocha story quest. I mean, companion quest. You know what I mean. Unless something else comes up, I will just start another stream and say, hey, guess what? We got another companion quest to do.
Nice.
Considering we got Clara's visitor request and Gepard and Serval's, I think that should be it. Until the next set of characters are out. But alright. I mean, other than that, I will be doing some tests once my new PC is set up. And I will do some tests using Star Rail or Genshin. Yeah, Star Rail or Genshin on PC to see the video quality and stream and the video stream and broadcast quality. Okay, but other than that, look, we'll see you soon in terms of
nice.
But guess I'll do Genshin tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'll do Genshin tomorrow with the event that just came out, which is, yeah, I'll cover Genshin's event tomorrow and do Kave's story quest tomorrow as well. So look forward to those 2 broadcasts, and they will be both on PlayStation. No, actually, the face trial I'll do on PC, on my own PC anyway, and the story, goodness gracious, the Hangout quest for Kave
nice.
On PS5. There we go. Alright, well, leave it here, and we'll see you all next time.